Hello students, today we are going to study Ohm's law. It is given by George Simon Ohm, which is German physicist and given in 1826. He gave relation between current and electric potential. The relation between current and electric potential is known as Ohm's law. He states that when current is flowing across the end of conductor, these are end point of the conductor, is directly proportional to the potential, and provided temperature and other physical conditions of conductor remain the same. Ohm's law is valid only if temperature of a conductor remains the same. According to the statement, mathematical stated I is directly proportional to V, or we can say that V is directly proportional to I. When we remove this proportion sign, we get a constant term, that is R. Here R is resistance constant, and this formula show Ohm's law. V equals to IR. According to this statement, now we draw a graph between V and I. Now graph is in straight line. Straight line represents when V is increase, I is also increase, and when V is decrease, I is also decrease. So mathematical, this is proof. From this formula, R is resistance constant, so we get V upon I. So the resistance is ratio of potential and current. Here V is potential difference and I is current. So the definition of from the formula, it is defined as ratio of potential upon current. And another definition of resistance is opposed flow of current, that is known as resistance. The SI unit of resistance is ohm. This is the symbol of ohm. From this we define now 1 ohm. From this formula, resistance unit is 1 ohm. Here V is the potential and the unit of potential is volt. So we write 1 volt, and I is the current. Unit of current is 1 ampere. Now 1 ohm is equals to ratio of 1 volt upon 1 ampere, or we can say that if potential difference of 1 volt across the end of conductor makes a current 1 ampere to pass through it. Another bigger unit of resistance is, that is 1 kilo ohm and 1 mega ohm. Here kilo equals to 10 raised to power 3. We can write 10 raised to power 3 ohm, and mega is equals to 10 raised to power 6 ohm. These are bigger units of resistance. Now we study factor affecting of resistance. First factor is length. Resistance is directly proportional to length. If resistance of a conductor is increased, then length is also increased. And if resistance of a conductor is decreased, then length is also decreased, because it is directly proportional to each other. More the length of conductor, more the resistance of a conductor. Now question from this point, if we double the length of a wire, then what will be resistance? Resistance will be also double, because length of wire will be double. Second, area of cross section of conductor. Resistance is inversely proportional to area of cross section. If resistance is increase, area will be decrease, and if resistance will decrease, area should be increase, because it is inversely proportional to each other. Now question from this point, if you have two wire, one is a thin wire and another is a thick wire, then in which wire has more resistance? First is thin wire, second is thick wire. In which wire has more resistance? In thin wire, resistance will be more according to this condition. Area is less in thin wire, so resistance should be more. In this case, area is more, so resistance should be less. Next, effect of nature of conductor, which we used. For example, if you have two wire, one is copper and another is aluminium. Connect first copper with ammeter and check the reading, and later connect aluminium wire with ammeter and check the reading. We found in copper wire current will be more. If current will be more, then resistance will be less, because I equals to V upon R, and in this case current will be low and resistance should be high. So effect of nature, and we can also use alloy, that is mixture of metals and non-metal. Mainly we use nichrome, which is a combination of nickel, chromium, manganese, iron. Another factor, temperature. If temperature of a conductor is increased, then resistance should also increase. Repeat again. First, length, directly proportional. If length is increased, resistance is also increased, and vice versa. Second, area of cross section. If area is increased, then resistance will be decreased, and vice versa. Third, effect of nature, and fourth one is temperature. From these factors, we find the resistivity term. Now, from this, R is directly proportional to L. From this, R is inversely proportional to A. And we get R directly proportional to L, inversely proportional to A. When we remove this proportion sign, we get a constant term, and that is rho. And here, rho is resistivity. L is length, A is area, and rho is resistivity, that is resistivity constant, and we can also say specific resistance. From here we find the formula of rho. Rho equals to RA upon L. It is defined as resistance per unit length in uniform area of cross section, and you can use a trick to learn this formula, RAL. Now, unit of resistivity. Here R is resistance. For resistance we use ohm, and A is area. For area we use meter square, and for length we use meter. Here 1 meter is cancelled, so we get ohm meter. This is the unit of resistivity. This term is important. I repeat again. Resistivity equals to RA upon L, and we get from factor affecting of resistance, and you can also learn by this trick, RAL. And the definition of resistivity is, it is defined as resistance per unit length in uniform area of cross section, and unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, subscribe, share and comment in your comment box. Thank you.